Hi everyone! Sorry about that last video and the abrupt end. Sometimes when I have not deleted past videos, if there's more than a couple, there were 3 I think, or 4 videos that I still had saved. Sometimes when I do that, it takes up too much space, so then I can't record very well. This is Jack, the Pumpkin King. For Inktober, started by Jake Parker. And his face is super simple. He has this round kind of a shaped head, not exactly a circle, and he has kind of a mean and angry look on his face, emphasized by lines above and below. The ones below are more like shading, which doesn't happen very easily unless you make hashtags or something like that, hash marks, with ink. I was wishing tonight that I sure wish I had just a bottle of liquid ink. It was like one of my worst fears of using an ink pen, like the old style ink pens. Fountain pen where you dip the pen and use it like that would be spilling the ink, but I sure would love to have some ink to paint with tonight on a couple of the images that I was thinking about. It would just be so nice. So this Jack, this Pumpkin King, has stitches on his mouth. And they're largest in the center and get smaller as they go towards the corner of his mouth. The eyes are like the nostrils, they're blackened in, and this is, it's on things like this that I just kind of wish I had a bottle of ink. When I was first, I think I already told this on another video, but when I was first in college, my first year in college or so, anyway, it was Psychological Foundations of Education 101, and it was to help you see how important it is to have a commitment toward a person's ability to grow and learn and that would be based on your ability to make a commitment to do something that you were unfamiliar with. And the professor, Dr. Bontrager, that was his real true name. He was also my advisor, and I really loved him. He was elderly. He retired a few years later. But he was the one that made this assignment, and we were supposed to make a drawing out of India ink, which I had never used before. I may have had the occasion to use a fountain pen, just because my parents may have had that kind of thing around to use. And but I made a drawing of my then boyfriend, later to be husband, from a picture that I had of him while he was in Korea at the time. He was overseas. That was a long time ago. The real true Korean conflict was over. You know, like that you see when you watch MASH. But we still have troops in Korea, and so my boyfriend was sent to Korea as his doing his part for his country. And in those days they drafted young men, and he was drafted for service in one of the branches of service, so that's what he did. And I made an India ink picture of him. I also made one of my little brother, who was about 3 or 4 years old. And he was pretty good about sitting still. He got to watch TV while he was sitting still. But I thought that was pretty cool. I got what was called a total commitment on that assignment, meaning that I was committed to the fact that I did have the creative ability to develop. In that I could make the pictures of my boyfriend, and the photograph of him was included in my assignment in my sketchbook. So every time I think of India ink, I think of that assignment, and I thought it was pretty cool that it turned out halfway looking like them. My brother Evan was a live subject, you could say, but my boyfriend, it was from a picture, a photograph. So there we go on Jack the Pumpkin King for Inktober. It says 10/30/16. That's only because I've done these other drawings. I may as well ink in the feather. It's only a sketch, pencil sketch so far, until my timer goes off. I don't mind. And this was dated 10/29/16. I just filled in the dates when I saw that my time was going to go by so fast. I can't believe, I think it's the 25th today already. So there's that. I'm not too good at shadows. This shadow would probably look maybe something like that. Probably in art school they would have you practice shadows for a while. That's not too impressive. I think I'll skip over that. And how about this spider web? This was on 10/23. The weather here got suddenly cooler, and then it's supposed to get super warm again, like in the 90s. And I was so looking forward to some lovely cooler, like cool weather. But that's not how it usually goes here. It usually goes this hot type of Indian summer type weather. And then whew, cool, like 60s during the daytime. There's my timer. And I'll just finish this little spider and do the rest of the spider web off camera. So thank you so much for watching. If you're watching, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, comment, and share. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.